hello all. Welcome to week 2 of this class. Very excited to embark on this journey with you in terms of looking at your identity as a teacher this week. A lot of the discussion questions are focused on making you understand yourself better as a teacher and what you're bringing to the table. So while we're still discussing culture, it's much more identity centered, and we'll continue working on multicultural lit in the classroom, but here I want you to really focus on the ideas of multicultural literature and yourself. So the primary thing that I wanted to go over from this discussion from this week is not only that you will be uploading a PowerPoint onto the discussion board, which sometimes is a little wacky if you put on a lot of pictures, so if you have an issue with that, just email me. But also the IAT test. So the IAT test is question 5, so it's a self-reflection. You have to go ahead and take an IAT test. Now, an IAT test is an implicit association test. It's a survey that was created by Harvard, and the site looks like this. So you will log in. You don't have to put in your login information. You can do it all for free. And what it does is it gives you a kind of a survey or quiz kind of type deal. It takes about 15 minutes to do. And what it does is it gives you results in terms of how you implicitly associate certain people or certain cultures. And there are a ton of IAT tests that you can take. Now, the discussion board asks you to take the gender career, the gender science, or the age IAT. You can take a different one, but it becomes a little bit more difficult to talk about the results, especially if you're uncomfortable with the results. So there's a race IAT that actually started as a race IAT. I took this when I was an undergrad, and I was taking a psychology class, and our teacher asked us to take it. And I was amazed at the results. I did not expect it. I was amazed at how I even completed the test. I don't want to give away too much information because I want you to go in not having any preconceived notions of what the test is going to show you. But I do want to warn you, just like the site warns you, that you're aware that there are going to be interpretations that you might not agree with. So when you do discuss this, so the question is, how does the IAT affect you as a teacher? How does prejudice come out in the classroom? How can inclusion of multicultural literature help with this? So I don't necessarily want you to talk about your results if you're uncomfortable doing so. You can if you'd like to, but it's more of what did you learn about yourself taking this test that I want you to talk about. So that's one thing that I want you to keep in mind as you complete this week's IAT test. So I'm excited to see how you guys do with this. I think it's going to be really fun to look at how you identify yourself as a teacher. So that's all for this week, and I will be talking to you all on the phone next week. I will be sending out a doodle probably about Thursday or Friday so that you can sign up for a time, and then we'll have that telephone conference. I also suggest you take a look at the question bank for that, as well as the final blog rubric, because we are nearing the halfway point, and I want you to get started on that final project. Alright, see ya!